Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. It's just about 2 o'clock p.m. It's like 52 degrees right now and not a cloud in the sky, which is really nice. A little windy, which you'll probably hear. I don't know. I think those buds are getting bigger though. And now they're on that tree. This weekend, go in the garage to escape the wind. This weekend we're supposed to get up close to 70, I think, on Sunday, but Thursday, Friday, Saturday look like 60s. So that mixed with all the rain and 2 solid days of sun like this, I'm really hoping we start to see progress in way of things getting green. So I'm gonna get to work now. Looks like we're getting some mail. Car's pretty dirty from wet roads the other day. It hasn't been washed since before I went to California. I'm not going to do anything with it though, I don't think today, because it's supposed to rain tomorrow. Although it is supposed to be later in the day, I would probably be home, but I'm not going to put myself through the situation of constant car cleaning and then constant car getting dirty and then constant me being pissed off. So I'm going to get a bucket and the ladder here and go to the far end of the house, and we'll start working on that project. 2 packages already showed up today. Finally the bearings arrived for my front wheels and some Zano stuff. I don't actually think I mentioned that big order I did and got all that stuff. I was all ready for spring. When I checked the packing list, I thought maybe they messed up, but no, it's my fault. Forgot to order the tire shine. I'm not using Meguiar's anymore since that screwed up my current wheels. We'll talk more about that later when new ones arrive. Let's see, Zano Z16 Perfect Tire Gloss. So I got 2 bottles of that. That's what I'm going to be using now. I've never used it before. I don't know how it's going to work, but we're definitely not going to use Meguiar's, so we'll test that out. Maybe some of you know a little bit about bearings. Here they are. This side, 4 bolts goes on the bearing and hub here. That goes on the car. I don't know what you call it, but a wheel carrier or something like that. That bolts on. This side, your 5 wheel studs are there. Now, there's 5 smaller holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 of them on an E39 M5 have just rotor screws. They're Allen 6mm or something. They're small, just to kind of hold the rotor in place while you put the wheel on. The other 3 here have these pegs in them. See how they come up? They're threaded into those holes. There's no head. There's no screwdriver. They're not hexed. They're perfectly round and shiny. And they have some sort of paint on them. The other one's like that as well. These are OEM. They're made by FAG. Great name there. Came from Turner Motorsport. If you order them from Timken bearings, they come with the same thing. They're the exact same FAG product. That's the OEM manufacturer, I guess. But yeah, so how does that work? Does the rotor have indentations in the bottom of it that fit over those? Do these have to come out? Or is there supposed to be that much of a gap? You can't tell me that's not supposed to sit flush on there. So I don't know how that works. And the mail truck just pulled in my driveway. So I'm thinking the ECS package for Razvan, which includes his center console handle and fog lights, is here, because that truck just backed in the driveway. Although I'm not familiar with ECS shipping USPS, I don't know. I made that order in a hurry, so I'm gonna guess we're gonna see the post lady coming up the sidewalk here. Maybe not. She's pulling out. And per usual, these Canons. Somebody mentioned if you hold the shutter down halfway, it'll focus. Yeah, it does the autofocus. That will work. But when you're in a hurry like that, try and film the truck before it disappears, and you hit record, it seems to default to macro mode all the time. I'm just thinking, why? Does that make sense to make a product default to macro when you're recording? Usually videos are not macro. Anyways, here's the thing. It is ECS. So hopefully Razvan will make it back over this afternoon, and we'll install that stuff for him. Here's the spouting in question today, once again in macro mode. There we go. I never used to have to clean this thing out. We have severely overgrown landscaping here that definitely needs to be trimmed back this year. But last year I noticed a lot of, I guess, rutting down here in the landscaping from it overflowing, and it's kind of a waste. I mean, it only covers a, what, 10 by 6 piece of roof up there. Nothing else drains down onto that, and they had to, you know, plumb all of that so it comes down into this downspout. But last year it was really bad, covered with crap. So I'm gonna pull the ladder out and see what's in there this year. You're gonna have to let me know how this 340 HS is in comparison to the 330. Couldn't really tell much editing last night in low light. Looked up online, the lens changed or something, so apparently it looks more like this instead of like that. A little bit, you know, the flip was like this. The other one was like that, so I think this is a little somewhere in the middle, and I'm sure you're hearing a lot of wind because these microphones are not good with wind reduction. Here we go. Here are his Ziza H7s, approximately 6,000 K. Looks like there's 4 in there. It's just a reflective coating. There are 2. It's kind of a weird bulb. If you look at the connector down there, it's just like 2 prongs that electrical connections slide over. The pre-facelift fog lights are actually really high quality. I like how they're put together. And then here's that center console handle that's like $6 that wears out really easily if you rub stuff against it. So we'll get him back over here this afternoon maybe and put it on. Here we are. Looks like we've got some cloggage right by the main downspout. And then it clears out. That brown stuff is just little pieces of roofing shingles. So this won't be too bad. Okay.
I was up all night.
All night? No, it's been buffed now.
Yes.
It's been buffed.
Thanks to the people, the good people at
You have a watch on?
Yes.
Put your watch in the reflection here.
The good people at GMC Buick of Beechwood. Shout out to Joe, who detailed this and did a phenomenal job. So,
yeah, that is very good. You can see the 1 or 2 door dings in this door.
the hood's not bad.
Yeah, right there. But yeah, did a nice job on it. It's got a little bit of oxidation up here from acid rain and stuff on the flat surfaces, but the vertical surfaces look great. Did a little bit of service to this. I added my old oil cap. The gasket in his existing one was screwed. Let's see, we added a little bit of ATF for the power steering fluid. Fog light bulbs have been installed.
Oh, yeah.
Now have bright white, position 2, bright white fogs. That was an easy job. It's going to get the chrome grills, and we're going to work on those headlights. There we go. Halo's still working. Haven't wired any of the rest of it, but you should have no more bulb codes now, which will be nice. No more ding ding check anything.
Nice.
But I noticed about this engine, the previous owner, valve covers are black, painted with heat okay paint. All of this hardware is new. This door, I think these tubes, the ducts are new. This engine runs hot as hell. They didn't replace the cowl. It needs a cowl. Original hood. There's the paint stuff. Let's see, what else did we notice? Yes, telling you it's hot in German. Ballast needs to be, it's unplugged right now because the xenon bulb's out, and it needs to be put back in its housing. All that hardware was replaced. The hood sensor is, I think, plugged in now, and it's not setting alarms off, so that's good. These guys did the plastic trim now, so it looks like brand new. He's gonna get a plate on it soon. Definitely needs a plate. No gas cap rust. And we did the center console handle. So now that looks really nice. We'll do that door, replace that thing later on. That door's shut. Yeah. So good news. 2 check engine light codes came back. Code 50 and 51, which is secondary air. The secondary air pump is in here and it's totally cockeyed. So we may need to replace that. And then we got code 62, which is some vent valve in the emissions fuel tank, something like that. So I'll have to look into that as well. But let's see how many 100,000 miles you put on it. Something flew out of your door and is rolling around back there.
Yeah, it's a little receipt.
All right. It was 124 when he got it. It's 124,759 now. Sweet.
Awesome.
Sweet. What's that? What'd you buy?
True North, fast, friendly, clean. $20, I believe. Yeah. Pump product.
Oh.
Price per gallon.
Premium.
$3.91.
0.9.
21.
All right, we're back to work. This is the hardest one. I've got a glove on my right hand, so I have to film with the left. But take a look at that. That's pretty damn clean. All the way down to the end of the house. Here's my hose, and all the way down there. So now I'll go check the downspout one more time, make sure that didn't get plugged up. But probably an hour of work, and I'd say we're done with all of the first level except for that room there, which I'll get out on the roof and do. All right, this room's done. It's taken actually quite a while. Picked everything out from around the whole thing with a bucket and then flushed it out with the hose. Got a phone call coming in, so I'll be quick. Had to take the gutter guards off. They don't do shit because everything where there's no gutter guards just washes right in. But now it's done. This room's perfect. Okay, sometimes it apparently plays the lock sound when it unlocks. I guess you turn the key quickly. We are going where? Where are we going?
McDonald's.
McDonald's. Because
We own BMW.
we spent all of our money on car parts.
Yeah.
And we cannot afford a good meal. So we're gonna go to McDonald's. Oh, good song.
Yeah, this is the radio.
Oh, that's nice. 97.5. I like that song. Ow, yes. I almost got both of them in there. There it is. Both in viewfinder. That's nice. Oh my god. Okay. Off we go. Off we go. Here's my mess from the last 4 hours I've spent in here. Being super productive today in general. Holy crap, got a lot of stuff done. Finished all of the spouting work for the year. Unless all the leaves that we don't have fall off and clog them up again, I'm done till next spring. So that's great news. We worked on Razvan's car. Went to McDonald's, got some fries. What else did we do? Feels like I did a lot more. I spent 4 hours on schoolwork today. Got 3 assignments due, pretty much finished everything. There's 2 more things that Ken and I are going to work on tomorrow for economics. Also, Monday the 14th at 12:01 a.m. I have like 56 credits or something. That puts me in that bracket that I'm eligible to sign up for next semester's classes on the 14th, Monday. So I logged into the listserv, spent about 45 minutes building a list, the CRN's class registration number. That's the specific 6-digit number applicable to that class, that instructor, that time, date, location, all of that. So I built a list of that stuff. Now, obviously I'm not in the highest bracket. There's seniors and juniors yet ahead of me. So if they get in there and take up all the open seats before I do, then I'm going to have to do a lot of that work over again. Hopefully they don't. Those classes will still be available and offered next Monday, and it'll be a 5-minute process of entering those 6 CRNs and clicking go. So we'll take care of that Monday. Tomorrow's Thursday. I'm going to go in for social problems. Come back here. Colt needs to pick up a couple car things, a couple tools here, and go help his old roommate with some stuff. Then Kennan's going to come over, we're going to do that work, and then hang out tomorrow night. Friday, wisdom tooth number 16 pulled. Hopefully that's not going to be a big issue. I talked about this before. They said it was going to be like a 15-minute job. They're just going to numb the area, get some Loctite. I hope not Loctite. Get some locking pliers on there and just rip the sucker out. So I don't really know what to expect from that. I don't know if my whole weekend shot I'm going to be sitting in the house, or if it'll just be a minor inconvenience, chew food over here for a few days and, you know, not be in misery. So I don't know. It'll get done. It has to get done. So we'll do it. That's it. I'm going to go take a shower. I'm going to finish some YouTube stuff today. Emails are taken care of. And I'm going to get to bed. It's 12:52. Probably be asleep by 3, I hope. There's a lot of stuff to do tonight. Talk to you guys tomorrow on Thursday. Good night.